first graders, we're going to continue with subtraction today, and we are going to learn about decomposing a number or breaking it apart. So let's use the number 8, okay? And we already did a quick little practice to see how many ways you could subtract from 8. So when we are decomposing 8, we can make a subtraction sentence taking our 8 and breaking it apart. Okay, so right now you've got some Fruit Loops. If you don't have Fruit Loops, we're going to use them today as our manipulatives because sometimes it's fun just to get a little variety with our math tools. If you don't have Fruit Loops, that's totally fine. You can use any counters, any cubes, any other manipulatives that you're comfortable with. But when we start, we're going to start by getting 8. So I'm going to pretend like these little smiley face guys are my Fruit Loops. And I'm just going to grab 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the color of them doesn't really matter because I'm looking at them as I'm not trying to split them apart or sort them by color. So I'm just looking to see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, oops. So if I'm decomposing, I'm going to take a part away. And let's start by taking, well, you know what? One part that we forget about a lot is if we take away 0. So if I have 8 and I don't take any away, I would write a subtraction sentence, 8 minus 0 minus nothing. I'm not crossing anything out. So how many do I still have left here? I still have 8. So we see that 8 minus 0 equals 8. And we need to remember that 0 is still a part. Even though it means that we don't have any, 0 is still a very important number, a very important part. All right, so we've got 8 minus 0 equals 8. Now let's find another way that we can break apart 8. So again, I'm going to start with 8. So get your 8. 1, 2, oopsie, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if it's taking you a little bit longer to get your manipulatives ready, then just pause the video, and whenever you're ready to start again, go ahead and hit play. You can pause this however it works best for you so that you are learning and you are understanding. All right, so I've got my 8 again. I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We didn't take any away last time. So let's just take away 1 this time. So if I write that subtraction sentence, I know I started with 8. I crossed 1 out. So that means I'm subtracting. And I crossed 1. So 8 minus 1. And I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So 8 minus 1 equals 7. All right. Let's try another one. I'm going to start with how many? Yes, I need to start with my 8. So 1, 2, you start with your 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now this time I'm going to take away 2. So I started with 8, that's my whole. I crossed some out, so that shows that I'm subtracting, and I crossed out 2. So this picture right here shows me 8 minus 2, and let's see how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. And I wonder if you are noticing anything right now. So stop for a minute. Think about what you notice about all 3 of these subtraction sentences right here. If you notice a pattern, if you notice anything. So stop and have a conversation with someone sitting next to you. If you're at home and you don't have a partner sitting next to you, maybe think about what you're seeing. Or if mom or dad or one of your siblings is there, you can talk to them too. And when you're ready, hit play again. All right, So what do you think? What do you think is happening here? What I see is that we started out by not crossing out any, not taking any away. Then we moved to 1. We took away 1. Then we moved to take away 2. And as we did that, as the number that we took away right here gets bigger, the number that we have left, we had 8, then we had 7, then we had 6. So the number that we have left gets smaller because as we're taking more away, we make a smaller part that is left over. So look at this pattern and think about what is going to happen next. And we're going to go to this next page and we're going to see if you're right. All right? Okay, so I've got a whole row of 8 smiley faces, or in your case, 8 Fruit Loops. If you want to go ahead and pause the video so that you can get all these rows set up, go ahead and do that. If you want to stop and do it as we're going, that's fine too. Whatever works best for you. All right, so again, all of these are 8, so I know I'm starting with 8. Now, on the last page, we took away 2. We had previously taken away 0, then 1, then 2. So this time, let's try taking away 3. So minus 3 means I'm going to cross out 3. And let's count how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. We see one part right here, that's 5. We see one part right here, that's 3. So 8 altogether, we took away the smaller part of 3 and we've got a bigger part of 5 that is left over. All right, let's move on to this next one below and see if you can think about what we're going to do here. If you know the pattern, I'm starting with 8. This time I'm going to take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So remember when we talked about doubles? 4 plus 4 is a double. So this is like taking apart that doubles fact. When we've put the doubles fact together to make 8, now we're taking apart. And we had 4 that we took away. We were left with 4. So that should help you think about your doubles a little bit, right? All right, let's keep going. We've got 8. And this time we took away 4 last time. So let's take away 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 minus 5 equals 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm doing bad with my equal signs there. And what do you notice? Look right here. If you look at these two, and the top one up here, we started with 8. We took away the 3 and we're left with 5. This one down here, we started with 8. We took away the 5 and now we're left with the 3. So are you making that connection that we are making some related facts here? Okay, let's move on to our next one. We've got 8. We took away 5 last time, so let's take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 minus 6 equals just 2 left. We're getting closer. We're almost done. All right, we're going to start with 8 again. This time, let's take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we've just got our 1 left. So 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. Now, what are we going to do here? This time, we're just going to take all of them away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when we take all 8 away, 8 minus 8, we have none left. So we've gone through a whole process, a whole pattern with this. And what this does is this helps us to see how many different ways we can compose the number 8. Let's just go back real quick and let's look at the number again. We started with 8 minus 0. We took none away and we were left with 8. Then we did 8 minus 1 was equal to 7. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. 8 minus 3 equals 5. 8 minus 4 equals 4. So 8 minus 5 equals 3. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 minus 7 equals 1. And 8 minus 8 equals 0. So we were able to decompose or break apart 8 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different subtraction equations. And if you look at this column right here, the number that we're taking away, as it starts from 0 and goes up all the way to 8, then the part that we have left starts from 8 and goes all the way to 0. So they have an opposite effect. As we take away less right here, we have more. But as we start taking away more, we end up with less. That's pretty cool, right? So what you're going to do now is you're going to practice. You can practice with Fruit Loops. You can practice if you've got any kind of other cereal or any other food that you'd like to use. You can practice with cubes or counters or any other manipulatives. And we're just going to practice taking apart different numbers, understanding how we can break them apart to see those two smaller parts that they've got. Okay, so as you practice, try to go in, when you go in a pattern like this, it does help you to be able to see what you've done, see what you maybe have skipped over, so that you can find all the different ways to break apart a number. Okay, so do your best when you are breaking apart your next number and see if you can find that pattern. Great job, guys.